Namaste and welcome to the weekly weather discussion presented by India Meteorological Department. Myself Sunita Devi, a weather forecaster presenting the weather situation during the past week and the future scenario for the next 2 weeks. In fact, past week witnessed a changeover, a rather abrupt transition from winter conditions to somewhat summer-like conditions, and the forecasts also showing us that it is likely to be remain, the temperatures are likely to further increase in the coming days of the early part of March. So let us have a look into the what exactly is happening with the weather by analyzing day by day weather situations. So whatever systems we had which caused weather during past week had been a series of western disturbances moving across northern parts of the country in the form of either in the form of troughs or in the form of cyclonic circulations, one of which had been a remnant from the past week. So that in fact caused some weather when it appeared in the form of a tilted trough, northeast southwest oriented, very high amplitude trough, and along with that some easterly wave which was over the southern peninsula, southern parts of the country, which fed moisture, warm moisture. It caused weather in the initial part of the week, and later on we can see that there had been a series of systems in the easterlies also formed in the form of troughs, as well as trough in low level easterlies as well as cyclonic circulations, and the resultant cloud movement we can see here on the left panel. All these are like moving from west to east, moving cloud bands are visible. So majority, even though there had been moisture feed and systems in easterlies forming, predominant pattern had been from the westerlies. That is what visible from this imagery, and this animation unfortunately it is not working. It shows the rainfall pattern, and from here we can see the initial days on first 2 days of the week was a continuation from the past week, and the hailstorm activity which occurred over central parts of the country, especially Maharashtra. Maharashtra was the worst affected. Only for one more day it continued on 19th, and some adjoining parts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand also witnessed some hailstorm activity, and parts of interior Karnataka witnessed hailstorm activity mainly for some 1 or 2 districts where coffee plantation is abundant, coffee and pepper plantation. So overall this hailstorm event caused some destruction to agriculture activity and horticulture fields. And so this was the beginning. Then further, when both the systems got dissociated, easterly systems got detached and caused some heavy rainfall activity over Tamil Nadu, southern parts of Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, and further moving westwards, that band caused rainfall over south interior Karnataka for a day. But this rainfall activity had been exceptionally high, and one amount, for example, we can see that Puducherry is reporting on 21st morning, the rainfall reported by Puducherry is 19 centimeter, and it caused localized flood situations as well over that region. So this had been the weather, and gradually the weather reduced, and the event activity and spread also reduced. So towards the week ending, we were left with almost nearly dry weather over major part of the country, barring the northern, extreme northern India, comprising of western Himalayan region, where Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh received some isolated rain or snow over from a feeble western disturbance. So resultant rainfall, if you see, for the period 18 to 24th February, there is large excess rainfall over peninsular India. So peninsular India and central India received above normal rainfall activity during the week, this part of February, where we have the normal somewhat very less normal amounts are there. That is why we are getting this very high amount of percentage departure over South Peninsula. More than 275% departure is there. This is the week's rainfall, and this week excess rain scenario got added into the season, and season as a whole, when we see peninsular India as such, major part of peninsular India and Maharashtra and East Rajasthan is coming in the excess category. As such, western disturbance activity remained subdued, and so we can see that week also we never received much rainfall over the plains, received none at all, and the western Himalayan region and eastern part of the country, which receives rainfall out of westerly systems in westerlies, are going remaining to be largely deficient. And the season also is getting reflected in that manner, with the subdued activity in the westerly regime. Deficient rainfall is reported for the season as a whole. That is, winter season starts from 1st January. 1st January till 24th February, the deficient and large deficient regions you can see all over the northern plains, not only over northern Indo-Gangetic plains, but all across northeastern states as well. So coming to the situation, another interesting situation of prevalent for winter is the fog scenario. Dense fog conditions, we can see it was prevalent from almost 11th February continuously over a patch over Punjab, then Haryana, Chandigarh and Delhi, and some parts of West Rajasthan. It was continuously observed during the day, morning hours. Morning hours it was prevalent, and it disrupted some of the air traffic as well, air and surface transport also. So, but as days progressed, we can see that from 23rd, 22nd, here day by day, what is shown here with this red marking is the fog area seen via satellite. So here from once we are coming up to 21st, also it is prevalent. 22nd also a little bit of fog conditions had been lingering, and further from 23rd onwards we can see a total dissolution of fog situation, dense fog conditions, and it was happening mainly due to the breaking of the inversion layer, which was prevalent all through the period which I told. And then also the other factor caused the abatement of fog condition had been the reduction in the humidity. Temperature is the focus of our discussion today, because we are more into less rainfall regime coming into the prediction is for less and less rainfall and increase in temperature. So last week what had happened had been above normal minimum temperatures are observed over the core region of cold wave region, where there was no cold wave at all during last week as well and this week also. And above normal temperatures, you can notice with this reddish shades, yellow onwards starting, all are above normal. So this is the anomaly. Actually on the top panel shows the minimum temperature anomaly, and bottom panel shows the maximum anomaly in the maximum temperature. Here we will see that the peculiarities that all through major part of northern plains and northwest India are reporting above normal night temperatures, and when coming to the day temperatures, maximum temperatures also rose. Anomalously it was high, it remained high, and here we can see the reddish shade over entire western Himalayan region adjoining northern plains. So this is continuing all through the week. That feature continued, and it further rose. And as of today, when we are talking here, this is 24th February. Then one day further, today there is some further still an increase is seen, as seen by the temperature at Delhi itself. It is reporting to be 33.5 degrees centigrade. though it has not broken previous records, but it is still on a very high range, 7 degree above normal, continuing. 7 degree above normal temperature is continuing for past 2-3 days. So here, so as in today, the systems are like, there is a western disturbance situated over Afghanistan with a trough aloft, which is likely to move further eastwards during the coming 2-3 days. And there is it has induced a cyclonic circulation over northern parts of Pakistan. Then there is a cyclonic circulation at the same time over in the easterly regime as well, which however is not that predominant due to the fact that westerly regime is predominant in the mid and upper levels. And these are quite feeble systems. They are not feeding any moisture over to the peninsular India, barring Kerala and adjoining the southern parts of Tamil Nadu. So this is the situation for as on today, and forecast for the next 5 days, if we go by, we may expect that over western Himalayan region, the western disturbance, influence of the western disturbance will be mainly over western Himalayan region, and over Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. These three met subdivisions are likely to receive fairly widespread rainfall. Major activity will be over Jammu and Kashmir as so. And by tomorrow we are expecting some heavy rain or snow over Jammu and Kashmir. That caution is to be kept for preparedness should be there for that, addressing that heavy snowfall event. And along with this heavy event, this western disturbance is slightly active compared to the previous one. So we need to expect hailstorm also. Hailstorm events are also likely over Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand especially. So these 3 days, the western disturbance is likely to cause some fairly widespread to widespread activity over these regions. And at the same time, to the northeast, when we see, warning is kept for Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya, and Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, for isolated thunderstorms are likely to occur in the west. Underneath the westerlies, there can be some instability developing, and with the prevalent moisture feed from the Bay of Bengal, these thunderstorms are likely. That too, it is likely over for the next 2 days, and the areal extension might be confining to Arunachal Pradesh for the next few days. So that is the major activity, and we are not expecting the temperature otherwise, other than this weather associated with the rainfall event. Temperature wise, there can be some further increase. So why we are not expecting much rainfall? These two panels will be showing. Unfortunately, again, the animation is not working here. This is showing the mid-latitude influence of mid-latitude westerlies, how far it can be. Here the forecasts are showing that the event which has already happened is over. It is getting further and further reduced, and westerlies are likely to get confined further into the higher latitudes in the coming 7 or 10 days period, as per this forecast. And at the same time, easterly regime, when we see easterlies are not getting that amplified in order to supply moisture over to the peninsular region or to the mainland. As such, they are likely to get confined to the lower latitudes, equatorial latitudes, and so there is likely that the weather might be going more and more dry as the days progress from tomorrow till for the next 7 to 10 days. That is what we can see here, and this is the model generated forecast for multimodal ensemble product. We are depending on giving the forecast for the next fortnight as such. So week 1, we can see this is the top panel shows the rainfall forecast, and this is the anomaly with respect to the model climatology. So here rainfall is predicted by the model for Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand and northeastern states, and so some parts of southern states like Kerala and adjoining Ghat areas of Tamil Nadu. That is for week 1. And anomaly wise, if you see, this rainfall activity predicted for Jammu and Kashmir and Kerala is likely to be above normal. As such, the normal is also very less for this part of the year. Otherwise, everywhere the rainfall predicted is below normal. And normal rainfall activity where nearly zero activity is likely over these regions, western parts. And for when we come to week 2, that is the period is 5th March to 11th March, we may notice that again the activity over the mainland is much less and less. And here the higher reaches of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh is predicted to have above normal activity. That means that western disturbances which are approaching, it may not be that strong and it may be the feeble confining to the Himalayas. When we talk about the minimum temperature, night temperatures, the top whatever you are seeing is the week 1 and week 2 minimum temperature. Actually it is the cumulative value for the week, and this is for cumulative average. So week 1 temperatures, minimum temperatures are predicted to be above normal. As you can see here, this is anomaly. This part of the year is gradually we are transitioning from winter to summer, but the temperature normals are also becoming higher day by day. When we are looking at this anomaly figure, this model output says that above normal minimum night temperatures are likely to continue over major parts of northwest India, northern plains and northeastern states. However, there can be some below normal temperatures prevailing over eastern central India and southern parts of peninsular India. And for week 2, the situation is almost similar continuing, but with lesser deviations from normal. For maximum temperatures, however, we need to be little more cautious that the models are indicating above normal, means significantly above normal temperatures over entire northwest India, northern plains and some parts of northeast India. Below normal is predicted only for a certain region comprising of Maharashtra, then southern parts of Gujarat, south peninsula parts like Karnataka, some parts of Kerala. This is predicted to be below normal. And for the week ahead also, almost similar pattern is likely to continue. That means the prevailing temperatures are likely to continue. So, to summarize, we may expect that the present western disturbance is likely to cause rainfall or snowfall over higher reaches, over western Himalayan regions especially for coming 3 days. And further, there is a next WDE is likely to affect, western disturbance is likely to affect during 3rd to 5th March. That too might be confining, the activity might be confining to the western Himalayan region alone. Then light rainfall, rainfall thundershowers are likely over northeastern states during this week, first half of first week. And then over Kerala also some rainfall activity, thundershower activity is likely. And for week 2, when we are thinking about week 2, in the absence of, we saw that mostly the westerly systems are getting confined to the northern latitudes and easterlies are in the southern latitudes. So in the absence of active systems in either in easterly or westerly regime, we are likely to experience below normal rainfall activity or subdued rainfall activity during week 2. So when temperature is concerned, week 1 we are expecting the current situation above normal temperatures which are prevailing. It is above normal by 4 to actually 2 to 6 in a range if you take. That much departures are there. So this is likely to continue during the first half of week 1, and later part there can be some slight reduction, and then during week 2 minimum temperatures are likely to be actually normal to above normal over northwest and adjoining central India. And remaining parts of the country it could be below normal by 2 to 4 degrees. And day maximum temperatures are likely to remain above normal over major parts of northwest India and northern plains during both the weeks 1 and weeks 2. Again, we are repeating our request for two things which we are continuously requesting you. That is, first one is that to download our weather apps, so that you will be always up to date with the information, weather information on the go, and also to utilize all our social media platforms, so social media shares, and also to popularize more. And further, our request is that we are requesting you, because everywhere, each and every place, we cannot install a weather observatory and equipments. So we need your help in reporting weather which is happening on a mesoscale nature, so our weather actually crowdsource platform we have introduced on our website. Later on this will be somewhat further modified. So here, if you kindly report the weather which you are finding to be interested, then that would be very helpful for our monitoring purpose, as well as improving our prediction and services. That's all.